for us. She said you noticed he looked like he had been looking for someone, and maybe not us, but someone. I wouldn't reveal the fact that we have a dragon.
Anybody got any like illusion magic? Because like, I mean, I could cast a 5th level spell and do 100 feet of fog, but I can only do that twice.
And the fog is stationary. Unfortunately, it doesn't move with you. So
Yeah.
once you've traveled 100 feet, you're out of the fog.
You know, I was just thinking, if this is one of Vorak's minions, we don't want to reveal to Vorak that we have a dragon.
I mean, I could go fly out and see what he wants. See if he's willing to talk.
That might not be a bad idea. I mean, I got a couple of absurd ideas we could try, but they'd be extremely, extremely risky.
The only thing I just don't like about it is it leaves me extremely vulnerable to attack.
Well,
if anything, it would need to happen closer to the ship. By then, it might be too late. So, probably not the best idea.
I want to hear the ludicrous ones.
well, one of the ludicrous ones is one I already mentioned: polymorphing his whale, leaving without a mount. Another one.
I just had an idea.
What you got?
How about we use your shapeshift? Actually, what kind of? Well, I'll just do this in character. Are you able to transform yourself into a whale of some kind?
Yes, I'm not sure which kinds, but let me have.
I say between the two of us, we could take it in shifts, and we have the ability to turn ourselves or turn others into whales. And rather than tying ourselves off to the dragon and having the dragon pull our ship, we could tie up a rope to the whales and have the whales pull us faster. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we would still be slower than his by a long shot, because we're going to be towing a boat.
Well, the boat is being propelled by the wind, and so, I mean, it's not like the boat is stationary and we're trying to pull a boat that's nothing but drag. But I agree. But, I mean, it's just a suggestion and something that we could do if we needed to.
Yeah, I got several, like I could commit, I think, 5 spell slots to polymorph.
I could as well. And that's 10 hours. We've got 10 hours of polymorph right there if we need it.
Okay. The other thought I had that was absurd was if we could take one of the stones out of the bottom of the boat, the balance stones. I don't remember what they're called.
Ballast.
Yeah, the ballast stones. Take one of those, fly high enough above him, and drop it. We can cast stone shape and encase him in it and watch him try to deal with that.
What's the range on your stone shape?
Oh, you would have to follow it, but let me look. I think it might be touch, but that can be arranged with a druid too. It is touch. So again, it's absurd, but
well,
and I have the confusion spell, so that might help too.
What if we were to take all the arrows that we have, attach weights to those arrows, and then I could just fly overhead and just start dropping arrows left, right, front, and center, and seeing what sticks. What is this? Oh, I see what you're going with that. I have this one too. This one might be interesting. Just make him attack his minions.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't think we have any way to flat out avoid a combat.
I don't either.
Unless our dragon friend has magic that could help us in that manner.
Well, I think our new friend is right. I don't think we want to reveal that we have a dragon amongst us unless we have to.
Oh, I just meant dragons have magic of their own, so maybe if he had an inconspicuous way of dealing with it that could be done through another spellcaster that we could have on board.
Yeah, he's pretty young, so he may not have that many spells.
Yeah, it was just a thought, so throwing it out
He's
there.
like just barely a teenager.
What constitutes a monster with your hold monster spell, Ryan?
You should have it too. I'm pretty sure druids get it.
I didn't see it in my spell list, but I either way I don't have it.
A creature. It's basically hold person, but it works on anything, not just humanoids.
Gotcha.
Yep,
I think
that's-
that came from that wand I gave you. I don't think I have it yet.
It did come from that wand, but according to this, it's a 5th level spell. It's weird that you don't have it. Maybe it's not a druid spell.
I don't think it's a druid spell. It's not in my
Bard,
list.
sorcerer, warlock, and wizard.
Okay, there it is. So yeah, it's not. That's weird that hold person. Well, I guess druids are. I don't know. But yeah, druids I guess doesn't get it.
They don't want to hold the monsters. They want to befriend them.
Wizard, warlock, sorcerer, bard. There it is.
It's a sociological conflict.
Yeah, I mean we can.
I mean, I only have one casting of that per day, so, and it basically exhausts my wand. But could try it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either that or like, turn his mount into a salmon.
Yeah.
Was the setting up a tidal wave behind us to push us forward faster? Totally, like, no.
We can try it, but it's up to DM if we would know whether or not that would work at all.
I mean, a tidal wave is pretty big.
You can do it, but there are risks.
Well, I guess we'll consult the captain and see if he wants us to try it.
I don't know about that, laddie. It could be. It depends on how big the wave is and whether or not our ship can take it.
How far can we put it behind the boat so that it's not, like, right on top of us?
Well, if it's too far behind, it can't push.
Well, right. I'm saying if we could put it in between, too far away and not too close.
You'd actually, if you've ever done any surfing, you actually have to be on the curl of the wave.
I've done some surfing.
This looks
close
like,
enough, but not so close that it just rolls over the deck.
yeah, this looks like a 10 by 10 wave.
10 foot by 10 foot?
Yeah, 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide.
Oh, never mind. That's like push mower.
Yeah, let's see. I think you can get a bigger one with, I mean, it does like 4d8 damage on a failed save. Let me look at my control water because it does a bigger one.
It'd have to be quite a bit bigger to create enough to create
You have the
enough
ability
dust.
to turn into an air elemental.
I can turn into a water elemental for that.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking about like ways to speed up our ship.
Let's see what the elementals can do.
It seems like as an air elemental, you'd be able to do like tornado hands or something, and like cast huge gusts of wind to speed the ship up or something.
Yeah, that would work. But don't know if it'll be fast enough to outrun some orcas.
Yeah, it might not be.
They can swim pretty fast.
Yeah, that's what I said. Seems pretty unlikely that we'd be able to outrun them with just wind, but
Yeah,
See,
I don't.
we have a shepherd druid, right?
We
maybe
do.
maybe we can summon, conjure up a bunch of seals and distract the orcas with a nice tasty meal.
James, you still awake?
I don't know if seals are a critter that could be summoned or not, but that's
Yeah,
an
I'm still
option.
awake. I'm just waiting for my time to shine is all.
Well, it's your time to shine, dude.
Okay, so they're thinking of ways to speed up the ship. I don't necessarily have anything that would be useful.
Actually,
except
they
for
were thinking of
maybe...
ways to distract the orcas.
We're thinking maybe you might be able to summon a whole bunch of seals, conjure a bunch of seals, and distract the orcas with a meal. Long enough for
what's
us
the
to get away.
CR of a seal?
Oh, it can't be high. If anything, it'd be like 0 or 1/4 or something like that. But I don't know. That'd be up to the wheel.
I could.
CR 1/3.
could.
not trying to be a naysayer, but weren't they in the midst of a feeding frenzy when you spied them?
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They were. Listen, they were just sitting
They
around.
were just
waiting for us.
swarming.
They were just swarming around, swimming. They
I
didn't
can
engage us.
summon up to 8 seals to distract the orcas.
So the question is, would it work?
There's only one way to find out.
It depends on. I mean, obviously, it depends on if how well controlled these orcas are, but it might be possible to.
So would Ned have recognized what type of being this thing was? You sent us a picture of it. It's definitely not human.
Well, Ned would suspect just because of what we were just told by the whales. You would have had to have told him that the next day because Ned was sleeping. He went back to sleep and missed the whole whale interaction. But he would guess that is a Kraken priest.
I go ahead and roll a history/lore check. Oh yeah, it's a Kraken priest.
Let's say D&D Beyond is being very kind to me on the skill checks tonight.
With that roll, what does he know about Kraken priests?
He knows that they serve the Kraken. He knows that they're amphibious. He knows they can cast spells. And they can control some species.
Okay. Interesting. So it's unlikely that that would work.
What, the summoning seals thing?
Yeah.
They're not really seals.
We know that.
We know
but
that.
If you were...
Orcas don't necessarily know that.
Yeah, but if he can control things, he can probably control the orca he's riding on.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's probably like a charm or I don't know if it's a charm or a dominate, but if it's a dominate, then we've got no chance whatsoever. Well, yeah, we'd have no chance of this distraction working if they can dominate, but if it's a charm, there could be a chance that an easy meal would distract them.
I mean, we can try it. If it doesn't work, we can.
Oh, we
Try
only
How
have
far
pretty
away?
quick.
How close do they need to be, though, in order for that to work? That's the other issue.
Why couldn't we go to them, drop off the seals, and come back?
You could fly somebody over
That's
there.
what I was just thinking.
Take your flying speed
Hey,
out there
hey!
again.
Drop some seal bombs on them.
I like it. This is a silly plan.
Oh, do we have any dynamite? We could load these seals full of dynamite.
What's dynamite?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly right. That's too bad.
Could
Do
load
you-
these seals full of poison.
That's what I was just, yeah. See that?
Hey! God damn it! I'm trying to join you.
Okay.
What?
I'll ask the captain. Do you have anything toxic or deadly to animals that we're storing on
I
board?
do.
Oh, you do. Well, I've got an idea. And we'll just go ahead and we'll circle about and we'll just kind of explain the theory. Basically, poisoned seal bombs.
Poison seal bombs.
Oh.
I'd just like to say I'm honored to be part of this poison seal bomb plan.
Oh.
I've got some.
Of course, we want the seal to be alive when it hits the water. Well, but actually, when it hits the water, it'll be dead. But
The orca won't care, alive or dead. Food is
That-
food.
But if it hits the water and dies, then it'll dissipate.
Yeah, we'll have to drop it from low enough they'll survive. How much HP do they get?
Let me find out. Hold on.
say we'd probably have to get within spell range in order for that to work. We'd have to expose ourselves.
Poison seal bombs.
Well, it's going to take more than
9.
that.
They
9.
get 9 HP.
Yeah, so they can survive like a 20-foot fall.
You know, there's even worse ways to handle this.
What you thinking?
Well, you see, when you wild shape, you keep all your stuff.
Yeah.
So you could polymorph Glawl and get him swallowed and watch him fireball the thing from the inside. Like I said, it's
Wait.
an even worse plan.
Wait. We're still doing poison seal bombs, right?
We're trying to find out.
Okay. What's our what's our
You do
difficulty?
sea lions. Sea
Poison
lions
sea
get
lions.
about 13 hit points.
What's their CR level?
I'm looking. Hold on. CR1.
We could throw them at them like ninja throwing stars.
I can only summon, I think, 2 of those.
Oh, that's starfish. Never mind.
I don't think it's worth the extra 4 HP. What's the range on your summoning spells?
I'd have to look that up. One moment. Give me a sec while I perk myself.
Dolphins are 1/8. And they have 11 hit points.
Well, I was going to say too, though, being a shepherd druid, when he summons, they'd have more health. He's got the bonuses that give his summons more health.
Oh, well, that's useful.
But I mean, still not enough to survive that great of a fall, but it's something.
And dolphins at 1/8, he can summon a lot more of them.
Well, is that one of the favored foods of orca?
Some orcas eat seals, some orcas eat fish exclusively, and some of them eat mammals exclusively.
So we got like a 50-50
Huh?
shot either way. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. This is, of course, assuming that they can be distracted by prey.
Oh, cool, yeah.
We got another problem. How are we going to summon them and drop them and feed them poison at the same time?
Cool.
Feed them the poison
Thank you.
first.
But if we're flying, do we have
much did you
flying
spend?
things big enough for that?
On
Yeah,
everything.
We need like a whole air force in order to make this work.
At the store.
Oh, I thought you were talking about summoning them here to the ship, bring them on board, poison them, and then fly them out
So
and drop them like
36.
seal bombs.
So about
Yeah,
70
I mean,
bucks.
that would work. We could even just toss them in the water behind us and let it chase us.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's that too. Yeah, see if we can't
If you want to hop on, you
knock
can
out a few of
be in
them
on the
along the way.
plans.
Then they become seal mines, silly mines, poison seal mines.
Poison seal mines.
We could do that. Just toss them out the back.
And I just remember you saw more than orcas in that group there, Nate.
Right, yeah. There were fish folk swimming in there too. I don't know if they're merfolk or tritons
Yep.
or something else, but it's
And
not
James.
just. It was. I think it was just the one killer whale that we saw, wasn't
What?
it? At least I
Yeah,
think.
she
Get
said the
on.
one guy was riding on a killer whale.
Yeah. So there might just be the one killer whale.
If we knew what the race was of the others, we'd know what they eat too, and then we could distract them maybe as well. If we knew what they ate. Especially if they eat the same type things. Because they probably do. Mer creatures generally eat the same things as other sea creatures. But some of them, they fancy humans and stuff like that. Like Sahagin and whatnot.
You guys want to sleep on the plans, and we'll do this
Yeah.
after Thanksgiving?
We can't kill these seals ahead of time because their bodies will disappear. They disappear when they drop to 0. So yeah, we'll need time to ponder on it and think about it. But it'd have to be like a glass vial or something that they just keep in their mouth, and then they can chomp on it or something when they get attacked by the killer whale.
Fancy that. That happens to
Anyhow.
be what I keep them in, glass vials.
Yeah. Yeah, probably best just to wait. That way we don't end up in a fight that we have to pause.
Yeah, I said, or we just fight them.
Or we just fight them. Either way works for me.
But all right, well, 9 o'clock, shall we call it?
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
All right.
Poison
Oh, no.
seal bombs. That's funny.
If you want to update Tilu's token to that token I dropped in Discord, that'd be fun.
Oh, sure.
Thanks for the game, Aaliyah.
Hey, you're welcome.
All right.
Thanks for the
Hope you
game,
guys
Mom.
enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Later, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, James.
Hey, Dad. What's up?
Much?
How's the doggos doing?
All right. I wasn't here for a while.
What happened?
Some Warhammer 40K.
Ah. So they do still do that in Alaska.
Yep, they're up to version 8 or 9. I don't know, one of the two.
9.
By the way, Ohio's going back under lockdown again.
All of us are.
Yeah, even Alaska.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah, man.
I won my game.
Oh yeah, what'd you play?
Iron Warriors, Chaos Iron Warriors.
Oh, cool.
My Iron Warriors.
What'd you
Her
play
Iron
against?
Warriors. Huh?
What'd you play against?
Wolfies.
The new Space Wolves.
Yep.
A lot of Thunderwolf action going on there.
Or those dogs.
Yeah, the Thunderwolves with the riders.
Oh no, he didn't have the riders on him. He just had the wolves.
Oh, a lot of Fenrisian wolves.
Yep, he had a unit of Fenrir's. His leader was a dreadnought, and he brought another dreadnought.
Bjorn.
Yeah.
Does other dreadnought have a shield or 2 claws?
No, he went with a bunch of weapons, long range weapons.
Long range weapons. Oh, so
Yeah.
it's just a wolf and dreadnought or a regular one.
Yeah.
And
I know
Bjorn,
one of them had a toughness 8, and the other one had a toughness 7.
yeah, Bjorn has toughness 8. No, if he had one that had toughness 8, it was probably ironclad.
Yeah, that might have been it. But he had it as his leader. This was an escalation, so we only do 20 points and 3 command points.
Oh, if the leader was, then it was Bjorn. Yeah, Bjorn's got toughness 8, I think. I just got my new Space Wolves Codex a little while back, but I don't play them now. I wound up having to sell both my armies of Space Wolves, and it just soured my taste on them, and then they kept giving them kind of hokey rules. So,
Yeah.
we went from the woofity woofest of the woofest to barely even call them Space Marines because Space Marines kick their ass. And so I stopped playing wolves, and then I was gifted with a whole bunch of Blood Angels, which was
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
So I've got my primary army is my orcs, of course, and my backup army, which I'm still in the process of painting, is Blood Angels. Matter of fact, I painted a bunch of stuff while we were playing tonight because there was a lot of time in between. Hang on a second, I'll send you a pic of one.
Well,
I'll send you a pic of them. You got Facebook, right?
yep, I got Facebook.
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, what it was he brought 2 dreadnoughts and 5 doggies, and he thought that would wait me out, but I guess I turned the tables on him because I brought a unit of regular. I was thinking old rules where you had to have a leader and some, regular troop types before you got other troops.
Yeah.
And we were playing escalation, which blows that all out of water. You can bring whatever you want.
Right.
And so I did mine way, and I brought a leader, a regular Chaos Lord, in Terminator armor, with 5 Terminators and 5 regular Space Marines or Chaos Space Marines.
Cool.
But the thing is, I gave my Space Marines a crack missile, which completely just obliterated him because they're the only ones I could put on the field, and I left the Terminators in stasis.
So you're saying it's an escalation league? It's basically a slow grow league?
Yep.
Where they're growing it in chunks, 500 point chunks or something?
They're doing it point wise, so it's another 10 points and 3 more command points. Yeah, they're not doing it 500 or 1,000 or whatever. They're doing it in what they call points, point values or whatever, where they're like 2 or there's 5 points for a leader, and
Those should come up in your messenger a little bit. 500. You're saying 5 points. I'm thinking you're playing power levels. Is that right? Are you playing power levels?
now they call it an escalation league.
No, I mean, you're saying you get 5 points for your leader. So you mean he can be up to 5 power level?
Yeah, up to 5 power level. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are playing power level instead of granular points.
Right.
That's what I was
Yeah.
asking. That's
Yeah.
cool.
But
Yeah, I know a lot of
I-
people that have adopted that too.
But the thing is, I had brought a bunch of heavy hitting stuff